Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everybody. Let me introduce the group member. There are five of us in this group. I am Sheikh Ahmad Fakrul Razi bin Kasim and my matric number J46243. And next group member Muhammad Fazri bin Khalid, number matric J46236. And Muhammad Zudi bin Yusof, my matric number J46233. And Mutika Kiat, number matric is J46225. And last, Amin Rafiq bin Sori, and number matric J46230. Our group discussion today will be on the story 2. The title for the story 2 is Difference, and a short story 2 for the further discussion. Okay, with this, let us start our discussion. Okay, Muhammad Zudi.
Okay, thank you. So the theme and issues in this story is about life. So the story comes with a great message that despite our differences, we can all still live in a world where we can work together for the greater good. From the video, we can see it was great to use a reflection on cultural diversity and how we can reflect on being kind and showing our difference doesn't change who we are. This video is giving a very important message. It talks about the fact that we are all different and we must be empathic when living with others. And it also talks about what matters more what's inside than what's outside. The message from the story is people are different in ways you may not at first understand. When you assume people are mean, you are often mistaken. We need to give people more credit. They often have a good reason for what they do. We don't expect people to treat us nicely, but we accept from them. What we can learn is that different examines how two people with different disabilities manage to live with them. The story aims to carry the director's message that despite our differences, we all can still live in a world where we can work together for a greater good. So from this story, I can relate with my real life situation. I grew up in a neighborhood where everyone was different physically and mentally. There were different races, genders, age, political view, and social classes. It taught me that being different was normal as we can accept and tolerate with each other. We always expect things from people in our way. Actually, we cannot expect people um, to understand us without we understand them because we are completely different and we must adapt to this difference. We must change our perspective of everyone we have contact with. I really learned a good lesson from this story. So, thank you. Rafiq,
Okay,
next.
thank you. Okay, thank you, Mr. Zodi. Okay, I will continue for the second discussion about our second story, the term. Okay, the second story is about the different about our difference from others. Different is another humbling film that show how our different make us unique and therefore should be celebrated. Okay, this video very interesting because it's a certain way it identify each one of us as we form an idea of the person without knowing them. We are all different based on our taste, so no one should give an opinion and judge based on that. Okay, I want to give example about our Malaysian, okay, Malaysian people. Okay, we know that bangsa Malaysian kan, is very different from other country because Malaysia is have many religion and race, and based on our uh, last prime minister before the latest one, uh, Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak, he got the attempt to define the policy that named that one Malaysian, right? For this based on the our Malaysian have uh, many culture that has nothing to do with one race given as a pivotal role over others. Okay, this about everything being equal and this not capture the heart of nation. Therefore, regardless of whatever name is given, the concept is similar, and this is again idea of kenegaraan our Malaysian. Okay, and I proud to be a Malaysian. Okay, that's all from my discussion about the term in different meaning. Okay, we will continue to the next person, the third person. Okay.
All right, thank you, Amin Rafiq, for the opinion about the theme and uh, issue in this story. Okay, firstly, hi everyone. Okay, thank you once again. Okay, let me share my opinion, theme and issue in this story. I think the suitable theme in this story is about friendship, and then actually this video seem incredible to me. It teach us that we can be different from each other, but that without that our empathy unite us. Okay, it made me realize how important it is not to judge people and understand that not because they have a limitation prevent but from being a good people. So from that story, we know that we must always be nice, and then be nice to each other people. Sometimes we just think about negative side from people or our friend, but we cannot see how their struggle in their life. So guys, from this video or short story also teach me how more advantage to me to always think grateful in all situation, except I to all situation. Yes. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Monica.
Yep.
Okay, before my opinion for short story two. Okay, the award-winning short story different has got um, good value in friendship. I would also say the early perception without knowing the real situation is dangerous, also not fair. And as we can see at the early stage, Emily is deaf and Sam cannot walk. Both of them were sitting on a beach without knowing both of them are disabled. When Emily falls from her skateboard, Sam did not come to help her. Emily feel that Sam does not want to be friends. This is her early perception. Emily then saw that some friend come and lifted some Sam on his wheelchair, and she feel guilty. She was very sad because of her first impression. The next day, when she come, Sam gave a note saying sorry that he cannot help Emily. They then become friends. I have a small experience. At one time, I was having my tea at a restaurant. Suddenly, there is someone come to my table and put a note with price that he wanted to sell. He was young, healthy, and did saying um, did saying anything and left my table. I think I then thought to myself why he then come again and asking if I wanted to buy it, and I then realized the early perception is not good, and I immediately buy a few packet. Is a very important that we should not jump to conclusion without knowing the situation or the real story. I would say that don't judge the book by its cover. That's all. That's all from me. So I pass to the group members.
Okay, thank you, Chef. Okay, so now it's my turn to share about my team with all of my fellow friends. So the first thing for the story that we are discussed today is one of most interesting story that Mr. Zudi brings this story at our first group discussion, right? So, and there are many morals that we can get from this story if we go through the story from the starting until the end. There are many moral that we can get. Although the actors Ameline and Sam didn't say anything and just silent from the beginning the until at one plot where Emmeline fall down from her skateboard, and then the Sam, and at that moment Sam uh, we can hear the sound, the voice Sam. So the theme that I got from this story is about communication, just like Zudi said just now. There are two, uh, both the actor, which is Emmeline and Sam, have different disabilities. Uh, in that story, uh, the theme that I can get is it is all about communication, where the theme is related to misunderstanding and miscommunication between Emmeline and Sam, where uh, in that story the Emmeline is a deaf person, while Sam has a problem with his leg, which is his leg is being paralyzed. So Sam just sit at the bench and cannot move anywhere. So the issue that I can take from the story is that misunderstanding and miscommunication between Emmeline and Sam. The first approach is Emmeline, who wants to be friend with Sam, but but Emmeline cannot speak and she write it on the paper to Sam, put it uh, under the shirt, under the Sam's shirt. And one day, Emmeline ride a skateboard and fall in front of Sam, and Sam want to help Emmeline by saying, "Are you okay?" But because of the Emmeline disabilities, because the Emmeline is deaf, the Emmeline thought that Sam did not want to help Emmeline. So because of that, Emmeline ran away and looked back at Sam. When Emmeline looked back at Sam, and then she know that Sam is paralyzed, while his friends or his brothers, Sam's brothers or Sam's friends come with a wheelchair to pick Sam. So because of this misunderstanding and both still not know each other, many thought that is wrong from both sides happened. Emmeline thought Sam arrogance, did not want to help Emmeline when she fall down from the skateboard, and Sam maybe he thought that Emmeline is something not normal, or many thought can be happen between both side. And after a while, they know each other, and then they know how to interact, and Sam started to write back on the paper to Emmeline, and they lastly can be friends to each other. So I would like to share my experience, that I have an experience like this that happened to me when I was in a secondary school. So my classmate has a discipline problem and always disobey the rules. And one day, it took me a long time to understand my friend why he behaved in a such way. So after a while, after I asked from the teacher and my others friends, so my friends have a problem which is hyperactive. Hyperactive, he cannot just sit and steady, very active every time. So after I know that he has a hyperactive problem, and uh, time to time, I was able to be frank with him, and when there is no more misunderstanding, so we have been a very close friend until now. So that's all from me. So I think uh, everyone of us have give everyone team and issues, and also everyone experience, right? So anyone want to add on anything?
Okay, Fazli. I think the story is a good message for us because in our daily life, we often judge someone as too soon and we regret later after we connect. So I think this difference really taught us something valuable lesson for us to adapt in our daily life. We cannot judge too soon
Yeah.
and jump to conclusion.
Yes, I agree with you, Mr. Zuzi. So I think from the theme of that Zudi give about life, we must be kind, we must empathic, and we must uh, change our perspective on others, because everyone have grown on different situation. So, and for Rafiq, have give a theme about differential from others. Monica have give a theme about friendship, not to judge too soon, and be nice to each other. And Share give a theme about
Yeah.
conflict, injustice, and not jump into any conclusion too soon, and do not judge a book by its cover. And lastly, I give my own theme, which is communication, miscommunication, misunderstanding that could lead to uh, this misunderstanding, and we need to overcome this misunderstanding so that we can get along. So I think we have got all the conclusion.
Yes.
So we will see again in the
Yes.
next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
All
Thank you
right.
too.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
See you the next
One
discussion.
last thing, different is perfect sometimes.
All right. Okay.
Okay.